Okay, let's get this brightness under control. Gee whiz. Okay, so part 3, I'm going to go more in depth into what my snapshots do. So we have 8 snapshots on the Helix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Going backwards, you can, So this is awesome because you can do 100 different things with snapshots. And the way I use snapshot is to control my parameters in my delay and my reverbs. So going snapshots 1, 2, and 3 is increasing the amount of delay and reverbs. And then, well, let me explain that a little more in depth. It increases the amount of reverb in this plate reverb block, and it also increases the amount of reverb in this glitz reverb block. And then going backwards, so 8, 7, 6, 5, it increases the amount of delay and reverb, and both of reverb and delay in the plate and the glitz reverb. The only difference is the delay in 1 through 3 is an analog delay. So it has that. Put more on. It has more of that. I don't know, analog feel. And then 8 through 5 is like a clear. I don't know what the kind of delay. One's analogs, one regular. So that's what my snapshots are doing. That's what I use snapshots for, and toggle between those 8 presets. So, I mean, I feel like that's pretty basic in itself if you understand the Helix and the capabilities of snapshots. Now, let's move over to my Morningstar MC6. So this is also a super simple concept. All this, so with the Helix, you are limited to, this sounds greedy, but you're limited to 8 effects blocks really in one preset. So I can turn on multiple effects blocks with one, but if I want control over a singular effect box or effect, like adding more compression, which that has 2, I'm controlling 2 different things. I'm turning off my lighter compression, turning on my heavier compression when I do that. This is turning on a chorus. This is turning on a delay, so on, so on. This increases my level, my drive 1, drive 2. And if I panned over, you'd see reverb and distortion. So that's cool. But if you're greedy and you want even more control, the Helix has way more that it can do. You could effectively double that with the Morningstar MC8 if you got it. But so that's the whole reason I created this path 1B right here. So I have path 1, splits, comes down, path 1B, and then it splits and comes down to path 2. And forget about this bottom path. That's my microphone path, which is also an amazing capability of the Helix. I'm not taking full advantage of that right now, but I like to think I try to use this to, whatever is most, practical for me. And this Helix is amazing in it, and I use it now with this Morningstar MC6 too. I'm pushing it, with the DSP. Like I have pretty much every ounce of DSP being used on the Helix. So first, I have a slapback delay, which I absolutely love this thing more than anything. This just turns on, if you look on the Helix, it's turning on that slapback block. So there's my slapback delay. Turn it off. And then I also have the glitz reverb where I can turn it on and off from. This isn't right here. Sorry. Because my other reverb, which is it's just right off the camera right here, my plate reverb, I have there. So I have the capability to turn the glitz on and off from there. And then filter, I love this. I don't, there's like few instances I've ever used this, but I love this. I don't have a pick, so it's kind of weird to play. Grab one really. That's an awesome filter. And then I have a phaser over here. It's just a phaser, turns on and off, and then a tremolo. And then this boost one. So this is one thing that I've alternated on. I've used that to change parameters within the drives I already have. But what I've found is I also, sorry for this moving, I did notice this in the last few videos. Every time I talk into the microphone, like, and touch the mic, it moves it. But what I'm doing now is I have the kinky boost turned, and that just controls the kinky boost. And what I like about that is when I'm playing clean, I can boost, because I already have a level boost, but this is post, this is boosting levels post drives. This boosts the level pre-drive, so I can use this, as just a boost, a regular boost when I'm like clean. You want a super fat. So it's really, gosh, I have a lot of spring reverb on there. Pull that back a little bit. But it's really useful in that regard. But then it's also very useful in regards to using it. Let me turn on some slap delay. In regards to using it for just a gain boost. So I have it pre gain block. So my first drive, this is with it off. I'm not a chicken picker, but I'm on this telly thing right now. Or but when I boost pre-drive, it really turns my there's so much functionality in that, because if you have a boost before the drive, now you typically want a boost after your drive pedals, so you can have a volume boost, but this allows for a volume boost without your drives on, but with the drives on, it is a drive boost, really, and fattens up your tone a lot and is great for, if I want to turn my low drive, my drive 1, to really like a pretty almost like a medium drive. So that's awesome. And then, of course, if I have my second drive on, which I'm playing a telly right now, and I boost it. It really turns it into another beast, for soloing. And then you can even, I love just stacking these two. I love stacking the two hair apparent. Gosh, I have such a low IQ. But I love stacking those two because, that's practically a king of tone. Even though one of them I use the higher gain mod, and one of them I have the lower gain, the drive one I have the normal gain mod on. Practically a king of tone, and when you stack two hair parents together, it creates, overdrive bliss, essentially. Really, it's just a bunch of beautiful saturation. Typically, I for real high gain stuff like that, I'm using like my Strats humbucker, like a Les Paul humbucker or something. But I'm really like digging this telly like in all facets of pickup styles. So that explains pretty much. I have another distortion that I really rarely use unless I'm just like absolute shredding lead lines. Or something that's just like high gain, really high gain guitar, which can also be stacked with my Drive 1, or it can be stacked with my Boost. And this just, now, really, so I have control-wise, I have almost unlimited control now with these two pedals and I'm really pushing the Helix to, DSP wise, it's full extent now. I have, the reason I'm pausing is because I'm thinking what 8 plus 6 is, because I didn't pass the second grade. But now I have 8 plus 6 pedals that I can control manually with my feet. And that is so useful live. That is such an amazing in these two boxes, and it sounds good. So that's just an amazing thing. The Line 6 Helix really already hit it out of the park, but they opened you up to be able to use it in even more capabilities than what the hardware that they provide you. If they would have put 6 more pedals, this thing might be too big. So now they're giving people the option of, you can carry around this one box, you can buy this other box, which is not very expensive, $200 some to add 6 more effects. Really, you're getting an extreme deal, and they're great effects. And I would compare them and put them against any effects. And the great thing is, this is also 100% compatible with a billion other things. I could control my DAW with it. I could control a fractal unit with it. I could control a Kemper with it. This isn't just a Helix, box. It works amazing with the Helix. And you can also add more expression pedals if you are that crazy. I can't imagine somebody being that absolutely insane, but you can do that. And you're crazy if you do that, but you can. And Line 6, y'all are crazy. Absolutely out of this world. Morningstar, y'all have absolutely slam dunk with this pedal, being able to, making it capable to, do so many different things. And the editor is so easy to use, and If anyone has any questions, just hit me up. This is Lil E in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm just going to keep blabbering on to myself if I don't stop this video. So peace out.